Let's talk about the word alignment, what it actually means, and how you can use it in your day-to-day life and business to evolve and grow. This is part of my series on demystifying the inner work and getting really clear on these mystical, fluffy topics in the self-development and spiritual world, and actually landing it into practical ways that you can use these powerful concepts to take a step forward and step into the next level. Woohoo! So just a quick disclaimer. When I'm talking about alignment, I totally recognize that people might have different variations of what it means to them. I will be explaining what I've learned through my own personal practice, as well as my work with my shaman and mentors. This is the most practical solution that I have found on how to align and actually be able to propel yourself forward in your life and business through alignment. So let's simplify this. Think about it this way. When you're looking at this body, the human mind tends to just think about the physical body, right? Like the thing that you can see. So I'm gonna give you a new perspective. And I know that a lot of you who are spiritual community or self-development are familiar with this. You're probably familiar with the mind-body concept. Now, what if we looked at the human as we have actually 4 bodies? We have a mental body, which is our minds, our thoughts, essentially anything that is of the mind. We have our physical body, which is this meat suit that you can see right here, the actual body. We have the emotional body, which is where most of our subconscious lives, which is our emotions, our feelings, those things that are happening that we aren't necessarily consciously aware of. And then we have our soul body, which is our deeper connection to spirit and to source and whatever it is that you believe in. I hope that we can all agree that there is a bigger life force that is driving all of us, at least those of you watching this video. So if you think about these 4 bodies, think of them as like a little team, a unit that is essentially running the human you, okay? And what ends up happening, it's very common, if we don't have the proper practices in place, such as a morning practice, emotional processing practice, just the ability to get back into alignment, which I'll explain in a moment, what happens is that these 4 team members, they start doing whatever the heck they want to do. Now, have you had a situation where you're trying to get something done in your business? You're trying to complete a task, and your stomach is distracting you, like your stomach is rumbling. It's like, your body's like, I'm hungry, like feed me right now. And your emotional body's like, I'm really pissed at that guy that didn't text me back, or what the fuck happened with this team member who did this thing, and you're getting all agitated and frustrated. And your soul's like, why am I doing this task? This isn't even what I'm on this planet to do. And now your mental body's like, shush guys, everybody be quiet. I'm really trying to focus right now. And your team members are like, no, I'm over here, and I'm over there. That is called being out of alignment. So to be in alignment means that your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, and your soul body are operating together, focused as a unit. And that is why when you are in alignment, what you will find is that things happen faster. They happen easier, with more ease and grace, and you can actually quantum leap, which is another concept I'll also explain, but you can collapse timelines and quantum leap into that next level faster because everybody's on board. Think about it from a business perspective model. If you have 4 team members that are running around doing 4 different things, and there isn't an alignment of everybody focusing on the same thing, it is going to take significantly longer for you to accomplish a project. It's going to take longer. It's going to be more exhausting. It's going to essentially be more all over the place. But when the 4 team members are in alignment, then boom, everybody is working towards the same thing, and they are essentially achieving things in a more productive, effective way because everybody's on the same page. So that is alignment when it comes to ourselves. And so, one of the practices that I work with with my clients is really helping them understand what is happening in each of those bodies, because it does require awareness. For you to be in alignment, you do need to be aware of what's going on in your mind. which can be taken care of through meditation practices. It can be taken care of through mindfulness, awareness, and whatnot. You do need to be aware on what's going on in your body, which is that mind-body connection, right? It's really being able to feel into your body and be like, oh, my hip is like not feeling so good, or like my stomach's not good, which sometimes, unfortunately, people don't have a strong connection with their body, so their body is communicating with them, and they don't hear them until it's too late. You do need to have a certain level or practice a certain level of emotional intelligence, where you're connected to your emotion, and at any given moment in time, you're actually aware of what you're feeling in your body. Like, wow, I feel really angry right now, or I feel really sad, or I'm feeling pretty upset. And having that emotional awareness and that emotional intelligence allows you to, number one, not get hijacked by your own emotions, which then puts you in a reactive state where you're just reacting, and you're not actually in control of your life because your emotions are running the show. And the second thing is, it allows you to work with those emotions and get them back into alignment, because guess what? The emotions need to be processed. If they're over here like being super angry, you need to process them and get them back into alignment so that they're collaborating with the rest of the team. And then that connection to your soul, which can also be done through meditation. It's done through silence. It's done through the pauses in between. I'm sure you've had moments where you felt a connection to God. I'm sure you've had moments where you've channeled something that was way beyond like yourself, right? And so to summarize it, when we're talking about alignment, you want to get clear in any given moment in time. Like right now, in this moment, I am in alignment. I am fully present. I am fully here delivering this video. My body, my physical body's here. My mind is here on you. My emotions are here and they're clear. I cleared them before this. And my soul's like, yeah, this video is my freaking soul's purpose. I am meant to be sharing this work. I'm in alignment, right? And if I get off of this video and I get a text from a friend with bad news and I don't practice putting myself staying in alignment, because it is a practice, and I just start getting really, really mad, and then I drive to this place and I'm totally unconscious and my mind's all over the place, I'm gonna get out of alignment again. So one of the things that's important to understand is that, number one, alignment is a practice. It's not a thing where like, yay, I'm in alignment, like I'm in alignment forever. It's an actual daily practice of reassembling your team members and getting them to focus on the big picture, which is your soul's purpose. Because actually the three, the mind, the emotion, and the body is really serving the soul and the bigger thing that we are here to do on this planet. And so your practice is get clear on what's going on in my mind, what's going on in my emotions, what's going on in my body, what does my soul say? Is this the right path? Am I going on the right path? And when you're getting clear on that, whoever you see is disassembled, you got to get them back in. So if it's your mind, we need to calm down your mind. If it's your emotions being out of check, process the emotion. If it's your body not feeling healthy, not feeling good, get your body back to health. If it's your soul feeling disconnected from everything else, reconnect to your soul. Mind, body, emotion, soul, alignment. And where you're in alignment, then you can look at your business and you can make some very good decisions. You can look at your life and be like, oh, I'm aligned right now. I feel aligned. Is this person in my life aligned? And it's going to be a very clear yes or no. As opposed to if you're all over the place, if you're not aligned, you're going to look at a relationship, or you're going to look at a business opportunity, or whether you should hire a team member, or whether you should take on a client, and you're not going to be clear on whether that is the best decision for your soul's purpose. There will be interference, which means you might make a decision that you'll later regret, or doesn't actually serve your higher path, or knocks you into another path that is not the path of your soul's purpose. And so that is why it's really, really important to do these practices to stay in alignment every day. And if you pop out of alignment, how to get back into alignment. And this is the work that feels really vague and fluffy, but that is actually important. The everyday work of taking time to meditate and calm your mind, the everyday work of identifying and getting more, strengthening your emotional intelligence and knowing how to process your big emotions and how to move through them in a way that you are still in the driver's seat instead of being hijacked by them. Taking good care of your body. This one's obvious. Like, you need to have a really healthy, happy meat suit in order for you to be able to channel brilliance from, from source and from wherever, your spirit guides, whoever it is that needs to come through at you, whatever energy that is bigger than you of the universe, you need a physical container to be able to hold that and put it out there into the world. So that is alignment. I hope that demystifies things a bit and makes it a bit more practical for you to weave into your daily practice so that every single day you are in alignment. Now, if this is something that you've liked learning about, this is literally when you come into my Master Your Story program, and actually private coaching in my higher level mastermind programs, this is the first thing that we do is really educate you on what are the ways that you are getting in your own way and how can you get back into alignment. This looks like learning the language of your subconscious mind. This looks like learning how is it that every single day we can get your mind, your body, your emotions, and your spirit aligned. And part of the work that we do is getting you really, really clear on what your soul's purpose is and what your vision and your values are so that you actually know what that North Star, it's really important to be clear on what is that North Star to begin with. So we get you really clear on that. We get you really clear on the ways that you are self-sabotaging yourself. What are your favorite go-to self-inflicted obstacles? Because we all have them. We all have our template, our own personal template of ways we like to self-sabotage ourselves. So I help you identify that and also give you a process to be able to clear that forever so that it's not something that is coming up over and over and over again in your life, so we can actually finally identify and release those self-sabotaging patterns that are keeping you from alignment. And from that space of full alignment, really understanding what is the bigger story and the bigger message that you need to be sharing with the world to drive your soul's purpose forward right now. And how does that look like practically in your brand? How does that look like practically in your business for you to, number one, be super connected to your higher soul's purpose, to know the ways that you're getting in the way of your own success and your own goals. And once you actually know how to self-manage that, which is all part of what I teach, then it's going to be easy to look at your brand. It's going to be easy to look at your business and ask the question, what's the next program? Or how do I need to adjust my messaging for me to attract more and magnetize more of my ideal client? What does it look like for me to put myself out there and become a recognized figure in my space because you are becoming a leader, not because you're pretending to be one? Not to say that you are doing that, but a lot of people, when it comes to leadership and becoming a recognized figure in your space, like everybody wants to be known for what they do. Everybody wants to be known for their mastery, but how many people are actually showing up in alignment and clarity, representing their soul's purpose and putting themselves out there in a way that is actually reaching people with the right message at the right time? That is all what I help you do. So if this is something that you're interested in, we are pre-enrolling right now. Doors to this cohort are gonna open in June. So just send me a message or you can also apply through the link in my bio and let's have a conversation, see if this is the right fit for you. And if this is something that you would like to explore on a one-on-one capacity, my Story Clarity Intensive would be a perfect way for us to start this work. So you can either message me or book that directly, also in the link in my bio. Hope this helps. Any questions, anything more you want to know, drop it below.